G'day everyone, it's Jenny from Jen Scraps 2. Today we're going to be making this delightful Minnie Mouse card. We're using our Disney Mickey and Friends cartridge, as well as the Straight from the Nest cartridge. We have the Minnie Mouse is from page 89 in the Mickey and Friends cartridge, and then we have the wings are from page 43 from Straight from the Nest, and it's on the phrase shift function, and that's where we got the wings from. Now when you're doing a Mickey and Friends image, I suggest that you always leave it on your mat, because there are so many little pieces that you really don't want to lose any, because they are just so small. So I wait until I'm ready to make it before I take them off the mat. So we're just going to take this off the mat with my Cricut spatula. There's one little bit in there you just want to get rid of. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then we're going to layer it. Now if you use the book as a guide as to which ones you do first and follow it along, I find that that usually puts the image together in the right layers. So the first thing we're going to do is the face. Which will go here, and we're just going to use some Zig 2-way. This is the squeeze and roll, which I love for these ones because it stays wet much longer than just the normal Zig 2-way. And if you find if you dot it, it will stay wet even longer. I've just got my tweezers here, and you might find when you're doing Minnie that you do need to actually move your cutout upside down and sideways to get an accurate placement of where the pieces go. So the next bit is her eyes, and these are such tiny little pieces. You really do need to have a good set of tweezers to do these, and we're going to put the glue directly onto the image for these, because these are so small. You don't want to lose any. You can see why I leave them on the mat before I glue them down. There we go, and now the mouth. And again, putting the glue straight onto the image rather than on the cut piece. Okay, next is the hands. And the hands are joined together on this one, so that's nice and easy. That's one less piece. Turn it this way and get the pieces down the bottom. I'm going to turn Minnie and join it up with the marks on your cut there. And Minnie has a little black border around her, so you know that the edges of things like the gloves and the bow and all of that do have a little black edge around them. Next we have the dress. This is just some paper scraps that I had. I'm moving as quick as I can here. Now you will find when you're making Minnie or Mickey or any of those that they are quite detailed cuts, so you do need to cut it at a reasonable size. I find anything under a 4-inch, the pieces just get too small. You have to be really, really precise if you have it sort of under the 4-inch. So my suggestion is to cut it at 4 inches and above, and then they're not too bad to work with then. But I do love this cartridge, it's gorgeous. Okay. There we go with the bows. And beautiful hearts on the bow. And the glorious shoes, shiny red shoes. Put those on. So that's Minnie done. Now we're going to attach her wings. It's supposed to have wings. It doesn't, of course, give you any tick marks of where to put the wings onto. So you just want to eyeball it and find a nice placement for them. And then I've used my Tombow multi on the back to attach the wings. Because it is a glossy cardstock that I've used, I find that the Tombow works the best. That's one side. We want them about even on the other side. There we go. And that's our Minnie Mouse put together. Okay, now for the card. It's a standard A2 size card. Here in Australia they're a little bit different dimensions, so I won't give them to you because it'll just throw you right off. But it's just an A2 size card, scored and folded. And we're going to put a black layer. Oh, hang on. Before we do that bit, we need to add our ribbon. Oh, got caught on that. Okay. So we just need some ribbon here. This is a really nice black and white spotted ribbon here. And we want that to be round about there where Minnie goes on this. So now we're going to add this blue and white dotted paper. It is from My Mind's Eye, the Bright Spots pack. It's a very lovely pack, nice bright spots. This on here. Make sure we've got that lined up straight. and that goes on the card. So now we're going to have our Minnie Mouse here, and I've cut this shape from the Stampin' Up punch that I've got. And what I do is I cut this one in half, and just with a little bit of ATG on either one of these, and then they go behind this white one, which gives us a really nice layered effect. There we go. Now to stamp, I'm using my K. Andrew Designs Positive Thoughts stamp set. We're using You Control Your Own Destiny and Whimsy is Essential to make a beautiful sentiment. Okay, so we're using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Ink that up. These stamps are really lovely to stamp with. There we go, perfect. Okay, so then we want to put a couple of dots on the back here. And we'll pop that up so that it is over the ribbon. And while we've got that there, we'll grab our glitter pen and we're just going to draw over the sentiment, and it gives it just a beautiful glitter. So now we need some pop dots for Minnie here. And I put Minnie at a bit of a lean to her, but so that her toe is pointing straight down, and that seems to fit on absolutely just right. Okay, so then we've got some liquid pearls, flamingo, and we're going to do some pearls here. And if you flick the back of your card, that will make the tips of those sit down. There we go. And then to finish off, we're going to use some Kindy Glitz, which is an Australian product. It's glitter glue, much like Stickles. And I'm going to put that over the dress and the bow. Now when you're using Kindy Glitz or Stickles and you do it over paper over black card, you will find that the paper will have like a black look to it where the glue is seeped through, and when that dries it will go away. So don't worry and think that you've wrecked it or got black in there somehow. It will, when it dries, come off, come out the way that it's supposed to. So there's our finished card. Thanks for joining me today, and have a crafty day. Bye.